Welcome back and wake up, everyone. It's time for the 5-minute warning. I'm Spencer Fresh,
I'm Nick Roy.
and we're talking football.
We're talking who's the real deal and who can you start cleaning up. A lot of trash out there, as
A lot
always.
of trash.
We're going to talk about some players who are real. And I want to start, before we get into players, I want to give a shout out to the NFL. It has been a great start to the season. We've had, I don't know how many ties, how many games in overtime, how many games down to the last 2-minute drive, how many 500-yard games.
Not only that, but our Thursday night games and
Yeah.
Monday night games have been excellent this year.
They have, yeah.
So-
I don't know if it's this new you're not allowed to touch the quarterback rule.
I think they lightened up this week, but I just think parity is here and it exists in the NFL right now.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really nice. Anyways,
Um,
let's start with cleaning house, because before you pick anybody up, you got to get rid of some guys. Who you willing to give up right now?
You know what? I just dumped him. Jamison Crowder, I'm sorry. You're dud to me.
See, I like him, and I think Chris Thompson's going to get injured, and he's going to be the scat back, short wide receiver guy that Alex Smith needs.
Sure. Yeah, I believe in that. I mean, why wouldn't Chris Thompson get injured? I have him
Okay.
rostered in a league, though, and I backed him up with some AP, back from the
Sure.
dead AP.
And I
think
do
that's a
like
nice
him.
comp.
I think he's good for the season. Good
And
offensive line.
I think AP's going to last the season, and they've both been scoring a lot. And AP has shown he can catch a little bit this
Yeah.
year too. And so even if Thompson goes out, AP might be just skyrocketing.
Oh, yeah, he will, absolutely.
Great cuff world right
But
there.
Crowder will get the targets, I think, that
True.
Thompson usually gets. Anyways, I'm willing to drop Chris Hogan. I'm done with the Hogemeister.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been a great season. I think he has one startable game so far. I'm seeing with Gronk out right now and indefinitely, I say hold on. That's a lot of targets, a lot of looks from Brady.
Edelman's
That can
back
go
next week. Gordon. Where does that leave Hogan? Is he going to play the slot, or is Edelman playing the slot? Depends. I'm not saying he's garbage. I just think there's better guys out there right now.
Yeah, I
So
can
let's
see
talk
that.
about who's real right now.
I can see that.
Who are guys that didn't really get drafted or went at the end of drafts that are really proving their worth right now? One guy that I want to mention specifically is John Sickle Cell, and I'm about to get injured, Brown.
The sick himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good.
He was available until last week in one of my leagues.
Yeah.
You know, he was a top pickup by many people, but still no one wanted him. But we watched a little bit of that game. That man is
Oh.
fast.
He's so fast, and I still think that nobody understands his true value yet, because Baltimore, they're not historically this amazing offense, but they really worked on it this year, and they're a lot better than they were last year. I think you could probably trade for John Brown, and he'd be a great WR2 going on for the rest of the season.
Yeah, my new crush is Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley has taken over almost like Juju has for Pittsburgh. I think Calvin Ridley has taken over the Atlanta offense. Julio's obviously a beast, but he's getting double, triple covered because they have to. Calvin Ridley is one of the best route runners in the NFL, said someone in an article I read somewhere.
The only thing I don't like about Ridley is that his profile is too high. He was a hot rookie coming out. He plays on a high-octane offense that everybody's well aware of, has a good so unless you can get him on the waiver wire or somebody really wants to get rid of him, I think he's going to be hard to get. Guys that I think are easier to attain at this point would be Tyler Boyd, who's getting a lot of receptions and a lot of yards, 100 yards last week, like 11 receptions. And the other guy that I really like is on your team, Mike Williams.
Mike Williams in old school San Diego, now LA Chargers. Yeah, he had a great week 2 weeks ago. Rivers is starting to find him in the end zone. He's almost like a new Gates, or was like a little safety
I'm putting
blanket.
him on my bench for sure.
Yeah, I sat him this week too. I didn't trust him, and he didn't have a great week. But I think
I'm getting him on my team
He's,
if I can.
yeah. I think especially after a down week right there, great time to go get him. Tyrell Williams will not be the answer over there, and Keenan is going to get double, triple covered. You want when you have such a stud number one like those dudes. The number twos are going to put up. Now,
It's
look at
true.
Sanu last year.
Yeah.
And when Sanu was with A.J. Green. Sanu's not that great. I know he's got sure hands and all.
Yeah, but that's what happens. WR2s come through because a lot of teams got good cornerbacks or one good cornerback, and they always shadow the one good wide receiver, and then the second wide receiver is free or the slot guy, whatever the team has and is better at the position. Another guy that I like right now is Nyheim Hines on Indianapolis.
That little scat back.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of receptions. He's like Garrett Cullen last year.
Yeah.
I think he could provide some worth.
Yeah,
as well.
I think as Luck starts to develop more, I think he really could. I don't think Marlon Mack, although I still have Marlon Mack benched and I'm holding on, I don't think he's the answer.
No, I think Hines is. I own all three in one league. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
Hines
That's a good
is
get. The last thing I want to talk about, as we have 1 second left, there it is. Just a quick shout out to the big white 6'3", 6'4", 240 to 260 pound tight ends who seem to dominate the NFL right now. Especially, I find especially hilarious the NFC North. The only one who doesn't do it is Cleveland. They have Njoku and they're trying to feed him. But you got Pittsburgh has 3, Baltimore has 3, and Hayden Hurst is coming back this week. That's 4. And all these guys are catching 5 to 6 balls a game.
Seriously.
They're just running up the seams, 12 yards, running up the seam, 13 yards. They're always open for some reason. It's insane.
Max XXX Williams is on my watch list.
It's too bad he shares the position with 4 other guys. It's insane.
Yeah, a lot.
So I just our boy Disley, poor bad boy Disley's
Out
out
for the season.
Oh shucks, his 3 catches for 480 yards, done. So sad.
See ya.
All right, I guess that's gonna do it for us too.
All right.
Peace.